5 minutes till stream start. Four minutes until stream start. I do apologize about the reverse sound. There's a medical transport outside. Also, fair warning, there may be some hitches for the next couple of minutes. I'm downloading some of the previous streams for personal record keeping, so there might be some hitching as those finish up, but they should be done before the stream itself starts. Two minutes until the stream begins. Hello and welcome. So today's plan is very similar to yesterday's plan. We're going to be finishing out the outpost Zimonja Enclave build. Now, I have made a few off-stream adjustments, partially due to getting a mod installed that allowed me to rework it. So as you can see, thanks, Ada. As you can see, I have had to move one of the APCs out of the main building. That is because there was no physical way to fit all three, again, thanks, Ada, fit all three inside of the warehouse at the same time. Or I should say, all three of the vehicles. I've also added in, I brought back one of the turret stands and built a second one, and I've placed turrets on them for defense. So let's head inside. We'll go in through the main entrance. Actually, I'm going to make one slight adjustment. Right away. Give me this. I want that to kind of function more like the railing. So, as you can, this is the closed up APC. We're keeping that one. Coming inside, I've moved the original APC over to this side. And this is a mod from the Dawn of America team. I need to put that on auto door. But it is an Enclave canvas-back truck. I have 3 versions. 2 are pre-war military, 2 are post-war Enclave. But I had this installed because this is exactly what I was looking for in the terms of a large truck that they would be using to move the last of the items. Because looking at this, this is the kind of vehicle that you could use to move a large number of goods. To add to that effect, I have... You can't quite jump in the back, so I might put a... Oh, no, wait, you can. But as you can see, we've got some weapons crates and just some empty crates. There's nothing beyond this because of how they made the model for the truck, if I get up on its roof for the 5th time. You can see that they used the pre-existing semi-truck model and then cut in and then placed the flatbed model on top of it. So this is actually just the semi-truck model with a custom box strapped to it. I've also added in one of a defensive point up here using along with a supply crate that overlooks the entire site. Or the entire internals. I'll probably set up a couple more of these around, just to add in and build up the Enclave has been here for a while. My headcanon for this is specifically that the Enclave took control of this site about a week before the sole survivor came out of the vault, which, if we check our data, means that we've really only been out of the vault for, what, about a month? Maybe 2? So they've only been here a little time, and they're still unpacking some of it. Originally I was going to have a vertibird, but my headcanon now states that it's kept in a small warehouse just beyond the fence in the river, with a few extra people. I've never
lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Yes, we know, Ada. You tell us every day. Oh, and then for a restroom... Okay, good. I can still get through here. I have put this a little bit on. I'm going to set up a restroom space for the... a pre-war restroom space. I'm going to just glitch this wall over one. Give me a second. Let me do... Pop, pop. There we go. I gotta be careful with that because some of these vehicles got linked. Like, the Enclave truck is linked to the APC. So if I move the truck, the APC moves. I'm just making sure I can grab this because I am using it. I did go and check, and I did get the gear of the Enclave mod is working. It's entered the leveled list of the vendors. So I can start gearing them up. I may, in all honesty, cheat these items in to gear them up since it is a pre-Soul Survivor faction here. So I may just cheat it in, but if I do that, it might wind up being off-stream just due to how much I'm going to be swapping, how much I'm going to have to do for that. So for the time being, also I'm calling this a strike truck, because I imagine that you'd have... This is just here for storage, headcanon-wise, as in, normally everything's in the lockers, but when they're moving between bases, they toss some extra shit in here. But you'd have one suit of power armor standing here. You'd have one guy standing, and then you could have 2 people sitting. Like I said, it's an assault truck, essentially. And I may open this up and build up my own, another interior like this, because this is a little dark, but otherwise very nice. Let me see if I can actually get a light in here. I have not installed a new light mod yet. I'm holding off on that for just a little bit longer. Just because I don't know what I want to use for it yet. Actually, can I set it right there? No. There we go. Perfect. Actually, I want that the yellow one. I want the yellow one. There we go. Like... Okay, I like that. So you come in and it's all this... It's all Enclave glow. I had a feeling this was going to be the case. Whoops. Damn, that's not going to work then. I was so excited because that looked so good. Okay, there we go. Now that's merged, and now I can just twitch it over. Whoa. So this will work. Oop, nope. Yeah, that'll work. Perfect. Now it's lit, so there's actually a light source in it. So I've realized that I had forgotten one key aspect of the Enclave. The power armor. But thankfully I do have a place I can stuff that shit. Hopefully I don't need screws, because I didn't manage to gain a resupply of those yet. And I do need... Oh, please tell me I don't need blacksmith. Okay, good. I realized that this would be a decent place to put it. Sorry, I thought I felt a gnat on my hand. Place. Again, the lore of this building is that pre-war, it was a mechanics shop. And post-war, the Enclave took it over as a safe haven, partially because these rigs are here. They don't have to unpack a rig. And I do want to remind people that even though this is called in-game the Power Armor Station, it's an engine lift. This is just an engine lift. A weird-looking one and an excessively tall one at that, but it is just an engine lift. It's a little caveat in the lore that a lot of people, I think, don't quite catch. Is that just because it's being used for something post-war doesn't mean that was what its purpose was pre-war. So this is a perfect example, because if you look at it, what part of this is actually power armor? You've got a hydraulic lift rig. There's your hydraulic pump. I've actually never realized how detailed this is. I mean, it's not and it is at the same time. Like, you've got mounting bolts to keep whatever it's lifting from moving. You've got, these are your loops that you hook everything onto. You've got extenders here, so if you need to bolt it way out, you can. But the actual pre-war ones are these ones, the small, shallow ones from the Brotherhood of Steel. Those, specifically, are the actual pre-war power armor stations. Because they were... Because remember, they need to be small because you don't always have a lot of space to build stuff in. Sorry, I'm just seeing if I have a nicer looking power armor station. And a cheaper one at that. That might be tempting. Ooh, black. Green. Yeah, so this one. This is the actual pre-war station. Because if you look, it makes a lot more sense because it's got the little steps so you can get up above the armor. And it supports our pulleys pulling it straight up. And you wouldn't be able to back anything else into this, whereas this is so open you could slide anything you want. I was just seeing if there were recolors here were one I wanted. That is tempting, but I'm gonna pass. Okay. That's all I was checking for. Ooh, do we have a what kind of reskins? Okay, just black. Oh, gas range toast. That's cool. Okay. Enough being distracted. Is there anything else I've done off stream? Well, I can see where Ada is. Like I said, I built up some defenses. I have done some resource gathering just for the sake of having more resources. Ah, yes. Now I know where I wanted to start. So part of the idea for getting better lighting set up, I wanted to try something here. Oh, yeah, I walked right... Where is it? Right? It's right here. So I want to go back to the metal support tab. Columns and beams. Let me turn my personal light on. Not that one. Come on, give me the beam version of it. Give me the beam. What the blue hell is... Sorry. If you're hearing a loud noise that I think is that our garbage truck? Give me just a second. There we go. Sorry, there's a particularly loud truck out there. We've got a Garda facility just outside of the apartment, so they like to make noise. So what I'm thinking is if I can set it up, I want to run these beams like so. Hit. Just making sure they actually went all the way over before I start tapping them. That is a really weird collision point, if I'm being honest. Okay. So this is part of my idea on how to get lights lower down. Oh, right, I forgot. If you keep hearing a little twitching sound of a turret, I did put a bubble turret on top of the Enclave truck. That was the last thing I did. Because I feel like that's something they would do. And this is, as you can see, a triple shot laser turret. I have a whole headcanon lore reason as to why it's a laser and not a machine gun one. That more or less comes down to... Oops. Can I get this thing to twitch? But the whole lore reason is because that's a fusion-powered vehicle. To me, logically, you would be... It wouldn't be all that hard to wire an extra bit of the power supply to go in through up to the turret, and a few microfusion cells or electron charge packs if they still exist. Also, Bethesda, please, please, please bring back weapon complexity in the future games. You're starting to solve it in 76. You oversimplified the weapons. Bring back some of the classic weapons. I want the recharger rifle back. And I am probably going to install a mod for it once I get more down in the region where it is. In that mod. Just because it's self-balanced. It had a shit durability. But you never had to carry ammo for it. Which was so nice. And I think if they're going to keep the theme of survival mode. And I really, really do hope that survival mode stays. I realize that some people don't like the game mode, but I want survival mode's features separated fully from the regular game mode, or from difficulty. And what I mean by that is I want it so that when I'm playing, I can play easy survival. So I still have some of the survival aspects of you need to sleep, you need to eat, that kind of stuff. but I don't have some of the more annoying features, like the only way to save is via sleeping. The only way you can do this is via this. Because I'm not a fan of that aspect, personally. And I realize that's more of a personal preference kind of a situation than it is anything else. But it goes by saying that some people don't want to play a super hard mode, but they do want survival aspects. They do want to have to... right, I forgot him. This one's a little bit further out. There we go. And then we're just going to do the shortest column bump up I can find. But some people just really don't like survival modes. I'm always on the fence on them. I can see why people enjoy them, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. So let's take this up to the ceiling. Perfect. Now we can adjust this to fit in the way I want it to. Because this one I don't mind being a little bit different than the others in terms of placement. Let me back off this beam and then we'll twitch it over. Sorry if it is a little dark. This is all to make it so that it won't be dark in here anymore. So just bear with me for a little bit. But going back to the weapon simplification. And it was a result of the weapon modding system that Bethesda put in. Which, to me, is a net good. It was something that should have been in the games from the get-go. But weren't. Now they are, and I'm happy about that fact. Because again, I consider them a net good. I consider many things in Fallout 4 to have been a net good compared to the previous titles. And some of it was just them paying attention to what people really liked. People really liked the weapon modding ability in New Vegas, the ability to attach upgrades to your weapons, silencers, reinforced barrels, etc. And so they, and as is with many things in Fallout 4, they just went too far with going, hey, people like that, let's do more of it. Forgetting that, you know, it's not just that people liked it, it was what aspects of it did they like, and are we going too far with making people want to like these? Because it's all well and good when people somewhat enjoy the weapon modding. It's another when you remove weapons because, well, you don't need a 10mm submachine gun weapon anymore because you can just mod a submachine gun into the... or you can just mod out your 10mm pistol and to be a 10mm auto pistol. I turned snapping off. There we go. And get the same effect. Because in reality, you're not getting the same effect. You're getting an effect. And to be fair, some things weren't meant to be the way they were meant to be. Like, if memory serves, what is referred to in this game as the assault rifle was not meant to be the assault rifle. It was, what was it? It was like a powered combat rifle or something like that. Essentially, its name before it was changed in all the dev material that we've been able to look at points to it having been a explicitly designed for power armor, not for everyday soldiers. So what we call the assault rifle was never meant for every Tom, Dick, and Harry soldier to carry around. Ooh, that one's way off. This is why we're now doing... lighting is important. Let's just get that where I want it. Perfect. I kind of like them being off. There we go. No, this is coming along nicely. So that's actually most of what I wanted to do inside done now. I still gotta decorate, or I shouldn't say that because I still want to decorate in here. Oh right, you take regular power. Did I turn you off by accident, or did that power box just not... Or does this power box just not reach you? Float there for a hot second, would you? This is what I'm talking about with some items being bound up in weird ways. Looks like I did actually have that off. Let me fix that real quick. How short is your range? Okay, this is getting... Okay. Nope, this. Well, I'm officially calling it. This is now a decorative piece. We'll find something else for that. Okay, so... I need to fit 20 beds in here. 20. It's going to be an experience to fit everything. I'm gonna put a desk. I'm gonna put a chair set up here, I think. So, well, we can comfortably fit a couple beds in here. Bed, single, double. Oh, good. These count as double. Clean double bed. Vault bunk bed. We'll do the bare. We'll do the clean one though, because it's the Enclave. I could imagine them going around and collecting. The hell was that? I can imagine them going around and collecting up clean beds as one of the things they gather. So if they find clean mattresses, they'll grab them. And they aren't just reliant... Am I out of cloth? Okay, that takes a lot of cloth, but there's now 4 beds. I can get cloth pretty easily. Actually, Ada, where are you? Did I empty your inventory yet? Nope, she's not in there. She's over here.
Hey.
How may I...
Because I keep putting a lot of junk in her inventory and I keep forgetting about it. No, I have not. Okay. Okay. So, with this area is going to be... This is going to be the trick. Is figuring out how to build this. Also, I've just decided that... Okay, give me a second here. No. No. Thank you. Is that I'm not going to be using the small generator. I think I'm going to reshape this spot. This wall is going to get replaced. It's going to get replaced with its bigger brother. The still patchy wall, but like a patchier wall that someone at least knew what they were doing. Can I just... Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to... Psst, go down. Thank you. Okay. So, going back to my discussion on the quality of that Bethesda brought in. Like I said, they had some good, they've had some bad. A big part of the issue is they always go a step too far, too quickly, but I can say the same of the Obsidian devs. That can go away. You know, there was a lot of good in New Vegas. I will give them that, but I found that, again, the story was a little flat. And it's bothered me that people love it as much as they do, but ignore where it fell flat. I'm not saying, oh, whatever Bethesda creates is made of gold. But what I'm saying is that we need to make the series truly evolve into a better form consistently. We need to be able to admit when certain versions of the game are lacking, where they are lacking, what they are lacking in. I would argue, personally, I argue that Fallout 4 is not as lacking in role playability as some people claim. There is some, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. I would argue New Vegas is harder to roleplay as you have no basis for your character, except for a mailman. And if you're a mailman, then why would he be a big gunner? Why would he be a mailman rocking a minigun? That doesn't make too much sense to me. We'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of this one. To me, that doesn't make much sense, that he would be a heavy gunner. I get that, again, it's player choice and all that good stuff, but, again, to me, it needs to make some sense as to your convictions, your reasons, your actions. And that's one of the things that the Bethesda Fallout games always have a solid of, even if people don't necessarily like the reasoning itself. It's like my father left. Where did he go? He left and caused mayhem. Where did he go? I need to find out why. Or, I've found my father, but he died. I shall finish his work. I shall finish his project. Again, I consider that a stronger story than I'm a mailman, got shot in the head for my package, and then I went on a rampage and conquered the New Vegas area for the NCR, the Legion House, or myself. To be fair, I can't actually argue myself, because you've been given an opportunity, because your character was given an opportunity most people would die to have, which is you have a Securitron, or you have your own Securitron hanging out. You've got, come on over here. You've got Mr. House working on your side, so you do have some potential for destroying people's plans. This is a large wall in here. It's just they embedded it really deep. I'm just kind of fortifying this outer region. Okay, apparently I can't find the stairs. There we go. Can I move these? Thank you. Yeah, this is a single cinder block. I'll find a spot for it. Actually, right here. Huh, interesting. So that shows that the cinder blocks are not the same size. Ooh, I do need to get a weapons and armor vendors in here. Those are the two vendors that this place is going to have. I am going to put a bar in as well, but I'm going to use a smaller bar. But going back to the discussion, part of the issue is, but then they miss out on an opportunity here in the Commonwealth. Your character is pre-war military if you choose Nate, or a pre-war lawyer if you choose Nora. They are like the pinnacle of this person, if the Enclave was in the region, would probably fall in with them. Because you're pre-war military. You've just found the remnants of the pre-war government. Regardless of what they're doing, you may willingly fall in with them. Not to mention you're an uncorrupted sample. And even if they admitted, and honestly, personally, if I had, only memories of the pre-war world, and then I wound up finding out that, hey, oh, sorry, give me a second. A portion of the pre-war government survived. And not only did they survive, they've formed a new organization and are trying to rebuild the America I once knew. It would be very tempting for me, whether or not they had good reasons, to join them. Because to me, that does feel like something I would jump at the opportunity for. Sorry, I'm checking for this. But again, this is just me. And if you're that desperate, you've just watched your wife die, you've just watched your son be kidnapped, and again, I'm following this from the Nate perspective because I'm playing a Nate at the moment, but you could easily alter this for Nora. You've watched them be murdered in front of your eyes. You're going to have a very particular outlook. The fuck? Sorry. Weird notification. Vendor van guns. Oh, cool. That'll be for one of the other ones. I need cap collector. Do I have a level up on standby? Level 20. Okay, so I just need to build some more. But as I was saying, it would be very tempting, even if they are horrible, to join up with them, because they're a known quantity to you. They are your pre-war government. They still follow an election cycle. They still have a president. They still bear the old world flag as their emblem. Yes, they also have, as reference, yes, they also have this flag and this symbol. But ultimately, they are variations. They are both a variation of the pre-war flag. Because remember, if we go topside real quick, where I have a pre-war flag, so I can't afford to build the vendors I want yet. So we'll just level up a little bit more, and then we can. But look at this: the pre-war flag. If memory serves, it's 13 stars are circled around a central star on the stars or on the stripes. So all the Enclave are a modification of the pre-war entity, because I think the middle star was meant to represent America as a whole. I think it was literally 13, because remember, by the time of the nuclear Armageddon, there were no longer individual states, or at least not in the same way we would consider. The country had been divided into 13 commonwealths, such as the Massachusetts Commonwealth, which is what Boston and the region now referred to as the Commonwealth is. The Massachusetts Commonwealth stretches from pretty much Massachusetts up through Maine. Then you have the Midwest. There was like an upper Midwest one that held a bunch of stuff. California actually got chopped in two by the map for that. So there's like the Southwest Commonwealth, there was the Pacific Northwest, there was the Canadian Commonwealth. You kind of get the idea. I can pull up a map later after the intermission. There was a lot of these little... not little, sorry. Let me think here. Phrasing... So there were only 13 functional governmental mass bodies left in the Commonwealth. Ooh, sorry if that was a little loud. Ugh. Or in America by the time that the nukes dropped. So they still bear a variation of the pre-war monogram. And so someone who spent their life and may have even seen that logo occasionally. These people are armed with the weapons they would have been trained with, except better versions of them. They are one of two organizations that we see constantly changing. And it would be incredibly easy, and probably does happen within the Enclave, that they propagandize what they have done. Which is to state, they don't go, oh yeah, we created the FEV to kill every mutant. They would say, President John Henry Eden calibrated the FEV variant in DC in an attempt to target FEV mutated creatures. Not admitting that, no, it was aimed at all creatures. All mutants. Which would include most humans that have spent too long out in the radiation. So it would be incredibly easy for them to twist a story that Nate or Nora would believe. And then you just have to wait until the indoctrination is deep enough in, and then congratulations, you've won. They're on your side. They aren't going to question your orders. Like I just said, you've won. Now you've got a pre-war soldier who may know things you don't know anymore. Because remember, even the Enclave was hit hard by the bombs. Partially because they weren't ready for them. You know what? I think I might fit one of these somewhere. Ooh. There we go. That's what I wanted. I really hate that Surface Snap doesn't seem to want to work with these. I want to see if there's somewhere where I can stuff this that would make sense. Like, because again, this was a pre-war auto shop kind of a thing. So them having a forklift flying around would make sense, but good God, this is a big-ass forklift. Oh, God. Okay, so you've got the Omni wheels in the back, which is what those are. That they are rollers that can spin in any... allow it to spin in any direction. And then you just got regular chunkers up front. This is a... And when I say this is huge, I mean the forklift at the garage I used to work at ended here. So this thing just goes for a mile. But, okay, so after that point that I've just been making, I want to go back. So that's an example of oversimplification. And the Enclave could have very well been set up in Fallout 4 as a... They could have done it as they are remnants, kind of like in New Vegas. It was something I appreciated in New Vegas. These people went into hiding and only had one last hurrah before they vanished off the face of the earth. They fled afterwards because they knew they were outed. But I would also argue that's the flaw of the NCRs. They're so quick to absolutely and permanently demonize these people. Remember what most of them were like. They were 80-year-olds. They were ancient people. These, at that point, it's kind of pointless. Yeah, they tried to kill everyone, but at that point, it's a pointless action to some extent. Okay, so what else do I want to build? Oops, nope, I wanted not you. Oh, and I will be using a crane bridge somewhere. Don't you worry. But I wanted to toss a motorcycle on this wall. And then we'll try and rotate it so it looks like it's leaning on the wall. So, need to change angle. Nope. There we go. I like it. Now it's kind of leaning up against the wall. You look at this thing and you realize just how manky that engine looks. Okay. So going back, let's go back and move away from the Enclave a little bit and talk about the simplification of the weapons that Bethesda has done. That, again, I don't think they meant for it to get as simplified as it did, but without... we'll put a few small wooden boxes back here, like, again, pre-war and all that. Place. But, so, after the war, well... going back to these weapons, they needed to be careful, and they weren't when it came to overbuilding or removing pre-existing or items from the lore. And some of it, you know, it's always been in the lore. Nuka-Coala's always been in the lore. But they've been expanding some of it. They've been deleting some of it. That's why I have so many mods. Like, if we went to... I have that set to auto-close now, so at the very least, it won't always be open like this. Because I like the look of the one open, one closed. The Watts 3000 laser. It was in the... What was it? It was either in 1 or 2. But it's never been seen since. Well, I have a mod that adds it back in. Because it was a very good-looking weapon. And it looks like a logical variation of... the or a very logical evolution of the laser rifles, and especially once you add in a slightly adjusted cannon of, it was a military prototype that didn't make it up, that didn't get accepted, and instead a competitor's product was. And so what you wound up doing instead is you decided, well, if we can't sell it, I'm gonna go see if Lucas is at 10 Pines. Well, if we won't be able to sell it, let's go just, if we can't sell it to the military, let's sell it to the civilian populace, which is what it was sold to. It was sold to the civilian population. And it took off. But Again, not something you would think about. Or that shouldn't have... So in my opinion, it shouldn't have been removed. Variety is the spice of life and... Oh, right. I forgot that this is a really long reload. Variety is the spice of life, and that's something that Bethesda forgot. What's in here now? And because of that, the game... The Fallout 4 suffered a little. And honestly, when you're new... When a major aspect of your game... There we go. When a major aspect of your game becomes gunplay, which, yes, became a major aspect of this game because... Ooh, is that Lucas? Because if that is, that means I have access to a shipment of cloth. Nope, that's my Brahmin. All y'alls can fuck right off. Me... Probably means we're closing in on the... Yep, we got 9 people and 8 beds. Okay. Let's go turn off that beacon real quick. I knew this was coming. Thankfully we have... Ooh, we are short water. We are short water here. Okay. Let me get rid of that. Also, I don't know what's going on with my special bar right now. Because those 2 little lines that are making the cut are supposed to be at the edge of the blue and not in the middle of it, but it is what it is. Okay, so I can't... I don't have enough room for another bed, do I? Because every slot is in use. I'll swap out my bed in the lower room. But I will toss down an extra water real quick. And then we'll keep going. Yeah, they got a little bit of cloth here, but not much. I was hoping Lucas would be here. But he isn't, so... Again, it is what it is. It just means I'll go a little bit further out for... Oh, no, there he is! Lucas, you absolute unit.
Let me know if you want something.
Hey,
Do you
Lucas,
have a shipment of cloth in?
Wastelander.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm bartering with you.
I've got a few minutes to
Despite the
browse.
fact that you
Don't
wear...
cheap out on armor.
Or that you...
That's a good way to get yourself killed.
Only sell, really, leather. Let's see. Does he have any of what I need? Well, first off... Ooh, only 1 shipment of cloth. That's not good. Early Enclave, yes. Yes to both of those. So that's what I'm going to have to do, is I'm either going to have to buy them 1 by 1, or I'm going to have to find large quantities of them. Here, take, I'm not going to bankrupt you because I like you, Lucas. You're an honest man. I'll just take 12 extra. Thank you for the cloth. Back to Zimonja. But going back to it, they oversimplified it. I think the armor system is a flat improvement, even if it's a little less variety than before. I think it's a flat improvement, as in it has no comparable downside. Okay, now let me remember which...
I've never lost anyone before.
Ada, shut up.
This failure is new to me.
We know. Oh, there it is.
Won't be able to hack
Damn it.
this.
I need to mod her with some equipment. Actually, do I have enough to start getting the hacking perks? Okay, why have I suddenly forgotten how to navigate this? I kid you not, I just suddenly very randomly forgot how to navigate this menu. Yikes. There we go. Tab closed, there we go. There we go, now I can hack it. Because I'm going to bring that power armor over to Zimonja real quick. Nope. Nope. Plotted pattern. No, it's not pattern then. Okay. Clean that, grab that. Oh, that was a good row. Jeez. Has not helped me much, though. Okay, so let's see. Removes had a likeness of 1, plotted had a likeness of 2, but pattern had a likeness of 0. Which means it does not have a T in it. I am willing to bet that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm willing to bet it has an E in the 6th position, which means it's either going to be founded, bundled, or smashed. Let's see. This has a likeness of 2, but pattern does not. Oh god, I fucked myself because a little gung-ho. So founded. Well, no, now we can actually take a look. If it has a likeness of 2, if we assume that it's E at the end, actually I bet it's ED. I bet it's ED, so it's either smashed or founded. No way it could be bundled. Damn it. Ugh. Okay, we'll reset it because that was a bad set. Harness has a likeness of 1. Members has a likeness of 0, so it's not the S at the end. Well, let's just see. I usually don't think these through, but now that I understand how they work. So we know it's not an S at the end. So any of them that have an S at the end can be outright ignored. S in the 2nd position? No. Oh wait, it's not, but it has a likeness of 2. So it might actually be... What I really need is I need the tries to reset. There we go. I might as well get rid of as many as we can now. So we know it's not these ones. We know it can't be Signal. It's not going to be Dungeon. Firearm? No. Faction? No. Durable?
Got it.
There we go. And yes, I did all of this.
I often forget people need to use the keyboard to access a terminal.
Be quiet, Ada. Because I just remembered, that there's a power armor frame here, and since I'm going to need power armor for those power armor stands for aesthetic reasons. Come on, let me get on the train. Bethesda. Yeah, and the only place I could actually manage to jump up onto the frame, or onto the train. Give me a second, we're going up the cliff. Where's the cliff? This is one of those Bethesda moments of you didn't make sure that the player character could actually jump that high, did you? So now I have to go up here. And jump on. Wunderbar! I forgot my character is made out of fucking tinfoil. I want to note, this is the 2nd time I've died to fall damage in this playthrough. One of them happened off stream while I was doing some adjustments on 10 Pines. God, that's annoying. Okay, where did I die at? Okay, died here. Did I get... Lovely, we have lost all of today's stream so far. God damn it. Okay. Deep breath. This is why I hate survival mode. It really is. I know I should have saved before I left, but still. We've been streaming for an hour. I die to a fecking hill. And it's enough to put me out. Do I have nothing I built today is up? We've literally lost the entire everything I did for the stream. God damn it. Oh, I guess we're rebuilding everything first. Where the hell is my power armor? No, that's Armor Smith. There it is. 2 of these. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm actually angry now. Because that was a lot of work I just lost for a stupid fall damage death that shouldn't have been enough to actually kill somebody. It's moments like that that made me stop playing so often. Because again, I like the survival mechanics of needing to eat, sleep, drink. Healing has effects. I despise how fragile they made you, though. That you're required to do these other aspects of it are become required. Well, at least it's snapping where I wanted it to this time. Yep. Okay, there's one. Come on, give me... Okay. I'm not kidding, I almost ended the stream there. It's one of those moments where it's like Bethesda. If you're gonna make it so that in survival I become that effing fragile, please, 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 for the love of all that is holy, unholy, and everything in between, make it so I'm not a literal glass cannon to my own goddamn kneecaps. Like, I have a bum knee and I'm not that fucking fragile. Putting that there. And then, actually, I need... up and... too tall. Still too tall. Perfect. Okay, venting done. Deep breath done. I fucked up. I've paid the price. This is the support I was looking for earlier, though. I will say that. Ada, shut up about that. I get it. It's already been a week. Get over it. Yeah, I like that. That adds a little bit of texture to it. Okay. Back to the metal tab. I am going to go back and grab that power armor, but I think I'm going to cheat. I'm going to properly hack the terminal, but I'm going to just cheat the power armor out, as in I'm just going to no clip onto it and no clip off of it, because that was ridiculous. That's one of those, I don't consider that a valid death. Because sometimes fall damage in this game is horrifically, unrealistically high. Like, yes, you might be injured doing that, but you're not going to shatter your kneecap. You're not going to shatter and collapse. Oh, this is... Okay. Okay. But as I was saying, no, it... Oh yeah, that still meets up just fine. So we won't put in any of the beds yet. let's get the lights up. I need to stop stopping on the Hero tab. But no, I'm going to bring in 2 suits of power armor and place them on those stands. Oops, not that one, this one. I do have... I'm probably going to put Exo-1s in there for the time being. I don't have them installed yet, but I am going to go and put Unoctium's Exo-2 and Exo-3 power armor mods in, as those are some of my favorite mods. I had to uninstall them because there was a weird glitch where I couldn't modify them. Like, the modify aspects were just missing wholesale. I don't know what it was, but I went to remove them and I just never reinstalled them. So I think it's a conflict with one of my other mods, or it was a conflict with a mod I had at the time. No, not the truck. The light. I think I need to do it. And if you can hear it, I do apologize about the thrumming from the neighbor's sound system, since he's decided in the past week and a half, last couple weeks, to just be as obnoxiously loud as he can, because the previous holders of that title just got kicked out for smoking marijuana in their apartments. Side note, they were kicked out because there's no smoking clause on our apartments. I have a feeling it was more that than the actual you were caught smoking, or you were smoking, or it was weed. It was more... It clearly does not snap the ceilings, because that is way too deep. Yep. Sorry if I'm being quiet right here. I'm trying not to make it so I have to tweak them later. Glad it's being obnoxiously loud again. That's just great. Okay. Oh wow, this is actually before I even started the stream today. Wow. Yikes. Just gonna toss this on the wall real quick. Because what it was is, in all my tweaking of this, I had forgotten about the ration dispenser, and it got... Give me a second. It's like anything at that end of the menu is so God's forsaken laggy. Okay. Let's see if I can't... You know what? Fuck it. No, we will put the light back, even though I'm now very... Is there anywhere else in here I can put that? Like... There. That's a better spot for it. Okay, we've got lighting. We've got that back. I've got to completely rebuild this mess again. So... You go there. You go there. Down. Over. Thank God I actually remember what I did. No, not concrete barn. No, not prefabs. Floors. Come on, scroll over faster. Turn the snapping off because this is going in a very weird way. Okay, so again, the trader's gonna go there. You're gonna get fixed up. You come down. You can actually have your snapping back on. There we go. And then we go down, back over to wood. over the walls. But going back to what Fallout... Let's go back to something happier as I forget about the stupid death I just had. But going back to it, if we look at what good came out of Fallout 4, I would argue the biggest good, everything I'm doing today, everything I've been doing in all of my streams, the settlement building was one of the greatest things to come out of Fallout 4. They've refined it, and they kind of refined it for 76, but I don't find it as compelling. But they do have some nice features that seem to be replicating actually one of the mods. Okay, we're gonna... Now that that was a weird graphical glitch. Let me... Oh dear God, it's doing this to me again. Give me a second, I've got to reset. Okay. Come on. So give me just a second, this is a weird Windows in Windows thing. Sometimes it doesn't snap it back together, right? Okay. Okay, yeah, we're back to normal now. Perfect. I feel like this is a secure enough place for a set of quarters. Let's see. Nothing's floating. All the lights are up. We've got Ada being Ada. Oh, that's going to be a fun Reddit post to read later. Why was all the hate in Fallout 4? And in all honesty, the biggest issue I've had with playing Fallout is the Fallout community. It is one of the more toxic communities I've dealt with in gaming. And just to give you an idea, go read through Satisfactory's subreddit. Go look through Frostpunk's subreddit. Pretty clean. Hell, even look through the Sims 4 subreddit. And that one's a mixed bag. I'll give you that one. That one will be a mixed bag. But all the same, they never seem as toxic as the Fallout subreddits. But yeah, and then you look at the... Huh, that's weird. I can only place it there. Oh well. But then you look at the Fallout subreddits, and if you say anything good about the Bethesda games, you'll be crucified. They'll go full Kaiser's... Nope, not that one. They'll go full Caesar's Legion on you. Just full stop. No holes barred Caesar's Legion. Because there's this exceptional hatred of Bethesda in the Fallout community, despite the fact that, without Bethesda, the Fallout series would have ultimately died. The move, whether you like it or not, the move to 3D games, it fundamentally saved the series from death. Because the weird semi-top-down angled the isometric, there we go, that's the phrasing for it. Game style was dying. Look around, look for proper isometrics. They're rare and rarely have cult followings and may have bursts of a lot of popularity and then fade back into obscurity because people struggle to remain interested in them. When I can have a detailed character creator, or even a moderately decent character creator, first-person gunplay, which makes me feel like I'm part of the action and not just a part of it. And some of the complaints, too, will feel hollow at best. One of my favorite complaints is they removed the RPG aspects. No, they simplified them. There's a difference. And it's one of my biggest complaints is when people go, well, they removed this, they removed the, god damn it, you get the impression that my brain just doesn't like to work some days. They didn't remove them, they simplified them. They oversimplified them, But that's all they did. They just simplified. And that's all Bethesda's ever done with their games, is they refine them over time. And yes, they make mistakes. Yes, sometimes... Oop, free ammo. Yes, sometimes they oversimplify them. And yes, it sometimes comes back to bite them in the ass. But that is their choice. It is their title. They can do with it as they want. And if it's keeping the sales high and people and the reviews overall positive, and remember, overall reviews of Fallout 4, reviews of Fallout 3, reviews of, I will also say Fallout New Vegas, even though that wasn't Bethesda directly. Technically, I think it was actually technically ZeniMax that did that, and then Obsidian was just the production heads. And for those that don't understand what I mean by that, Fallout New Vegas was made by Obsidian Studios at the behest, not necessarily of Bethesda, but of ZeniMax Media, Bethesda's previous owners, now owned by Microsoft. Man, that looks good from a distance. So ZeniMax Media, which has been failing for a few years now, and is finally starting to bite the bullet to the point where I think they realize they have no choice but to start selling some of their titles. Thank you. I'm going to take a moment here and just kind of finish this tirade. Most of the games have always been highly rated. New Vegas has a lot of issues that people don't want to talk about. But then again, so does 4. Okay. Well, it's not going to be... It can't be anything with a... So it can't be playing, because playing would have 3 letters in common. Retreat has no letters in common with looking. Adorned has 1 letter. But does any other word have that? Okay, so adorned has 1, but it does... It could be the O, but I don't think it is. It's not going to be defeats. Could it be the eye? It was! It was the eye that was the commonality.
I often forget people need to use the keyboard to access a terminal.
Okay, now, can I... Yeah, I mean, look at this. You can't jump onto... There we go. On the train. T-45. So this is actually the next one up from what I've been rocking. Back at Red Rocket, because I think that's... I don't think that's T-45. I think that's... it might be. Oh, yeah, it is. So this is what I was rocking back at Red Rocket. It's just... this is something that happens in some of the areas where there's a leveled power armor suit, is it will show the assumed leveled suit, and then it will show and then when you get in, it'll change over to a new suit type. It's only missing an arm and a leg. Honestly, I just want the frame. I could care less about the actual armor on it, but I want a power armor frame at Zimonja. So again, it makes sense as to how, or to add to the whole Enclave to it effect. Okay, going back to my tirade. So Fallout has, and even look at Fallout 76, its ratings have actually gone up significantly because they have been significantly improving it. It, as a game, has been getting better. Do I think it's ever going to be one of the greats? Fuck no. But do I think that it'll always be... Well, first off, we gotta remember, this thing's... That 76 is probably going to be around for a few more years of live updates before they even consider stopping it. So we've actually got a long while before we see 76 die off, which means it's only going to be getting better. And this is something a lot of people forget when they go, hey, our complaints work, when it came to 76 being changed. They're forgetting that the reason that 76 changes is because it was designed to. It's the first Fallout game that was designed to react to player input. And they said that in the documentary that was released the day it was announced, the no-clip documentary, is that part of one of the advantages they were going to be taking, one of the things they were going to be taking advantage of is since this game would be receiving regular updates, they would go and say, okay, everyone loved this aspect but despised this thing. We're not doing this thing again, we'll do this instead. That's part of the reason why I think we're going to the pit. And a few other aspects. It's also going to be a great opportunity to explore regions that we've explored in the far future, but have yet to explore in the Fallout timeline. Okay, I did repair that.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
That's good. I hope none of you are starving. Sorry. But it was always designed to be able to adapt rapidly. It was never meant to be a stagnant game. And that's something people forget when it comes to a game in the mainline series, like 4. All the DLC were probably a good chunk of the way done by the time the base game released. There was not much they could change. I'll just take that. By the time that it got to us. Because they couldn't just go and create new stuff. Remember, this isn't like a modder who can work on it when they want or can be very passionate about this one very specific aspect. Ooh, there's a lot of cloth. There we go. Let's just check the town while I'm here. Everything looks good. Okay, back to Zimonja. See, this is why I hate... This is one of the things I do hate about Power Armor, is it can make it very hard to click on an icon. But as a result of Fallout 76, when we look at it, it was always meant to be a changing, adapting, constantly altering entity. And I think that's always going to be its strongest suit. It's actually going to be a great way to explore some of the Eastern Seaboard literally 200 years before any of the stories that make up Fallout. No, my character's hungry. I will say this is a little cheesy in regards to... But I'm going to unashamedly use it. Unashamedly going to be using that. I still need to get a better water source set up in the settlement, but for the moment this will do. But if you can't really compare the mainline games whose development is mostly finished by the time it gets released versus a game that is never finished until their budget's axed. And that's Fallout 76. Its budget is... So long as it has budget, it will continue to grow. Once it no longer has budget, what the hell? You know, I'm not... Give me a second, I'm just gonna... Pop. There we go. That should push it back in. Yeah, I can ignore that. Okay, let's get those beds set up. So I always question people who compare the ever-changing to the never-changing. That's too tight. That's not going to work there. See, and I think this is up against the wall over here. Yes, it is. Okay, so now I got to figure out extra barracks space. So like I said, Right now, I've only got 2 bedrooms, and I need... Or only got 2 bed slots, and I need... How many? 20? Yeah, I've got a lot of work to fit it all. On a related note, I do know where I want to put one of the... Ooh, I finally... Perfect, I can just expand. That might actually be kind of cool, just shoving like a bunch of the broken stuff in here. We'll make this the rec space. To be fair, I could just make a pile of sleeping bags since like 2/3 of these people are going to be guards. So they're never going to be sleeping, as in actually animated sleeping. This is pretty much all metal, so this will work. And I'm now out of springs again. Well, we've got 4 now, so at the very least we can get some stuff started. How close am I to a level up? Let's do the bathroom. I can do the bathroom. Ah, yes, I forgot. There we go. It's a very minor thing, but it's just enough. To fuck everything. I like that a little bit further separated. There we go. Someone has some really shitty brakes out there. Jesus. Okay, so, bathroom. Bathroom time! So the plan is I want to fit as many toilets in here, 1 shower, and 1 sink. You may question... This isn't... Oh, right, it's not in this. It's in furniture. You might question the shower, as this is a pre-existing structure. But you would be surprised how many buildings like this will have a shower in them. Just as part of... Okay, sorry. Oh, don't tell me I need screws. Okay, apparently we're making another trip. Map. Motherfucker. See, I would flag stuff for search, but, I'd just be flagging everything. But no, a lot of places like this may... You'd be surprised how many of them will have an extra shower. It's another thing. You might not realize why a place like this would have a shower. Some of them might, and I might just put in a chemical shower. As a chemical shower, so one of those big yellow things. You might have seen them in your high school chemistry room. They're just there in an emergency to wash the person off if they get covered in something they're not supposed to be covered in. And I can expand that out, lore-wise. It's like, this is the Enclave. You're going to be somewhat wanting to get clean regularly. So a chemical shower is going to be a good option. The 3 toilet stalls should be obvious why, and 1 sink. I've seen bathrooms with 5 toilets and 1 sink, so the number of sinks is not that unbelievable for me. And 1 more over. Plastic. I realized I could go through the process and just get everything linked up, but I don't want to yet. Nope. Some of that. Oh, I missed that entirely last time. Oh, and the 49... I'm a moron. And blind, apparently. Cork, crystal. Let's see. It's 24, about to turn 25. In 5 minutes, I'm gonna take a quick intermission. And then we'll be back. It won't be too long. Thank you for dealing with my tirade when I died, because I was beyond pissed at that. That felt like I got robbed of... I realize, yes, that was a long fall. But I've fallen longer in this game in the last 3 days, and it didn't kill me. So it's just one of those where it's like, oh, sweet, 16 springs, just straight up. I don't have any screws. More screws. Toy car, typewriter. Okay, that's everything.
Suggest we take as much as we can carry.
Yes, Ada,
Hey.
and thankfully for me, you
can.
can carry a concerning amount of items. As shown by the amount of crap I still have in your inventory on a regular basis. So we're just gonna hop back over, like I said, in about 4 minutes now. I'll take a quick intermission, and then we'll get back to it. So this is just a quick materials run. So I grabbed some springs and I grabbed some screws, because I'm going to need springs for the beds. And the screws are for the bathroom itself. Honestly, I think it was saying the word bathroom like triggered something in me. Oh, right. And right here, I do plan on putting another billboard like that one, just to add to the look of it. I love how Okay, someone...
Can you lost but not forgotten? Hopefully, that's the last of them.
Okay, don't know where he came from. You really attacked a stupid spot, dude. Like, let's... Where's that dude at? Because, I mean, look at this. I've destroyed your checkpoint. And I've got a wall of turrets. How is this going to end well for you? Okay, so... Ada.
Hey, over here.
Get up here. Why are you so far away? Again, I need to start doing some of the mechanist stuff so I can get Assaultron legs on her, or Robo-Brain Treads. I might even just put her on a Mr. Handy Thruster at this point, because it'll be faster. I hate the Protectron legs so much.
Go ahead and take a look.
Because they are so slow. Okay. I just realized she still has 4 fusion cores on her. Okay. I'm gonna put this on one of the other exits too. Just need to reach power armor. There it is. Okay. So that gives us what we need for beds. I need to figure out where I'm putting the beds. I think originally this was gonna be like one of the shops, but I think now it's going to be just kind of where they shoved some of the broken rubble. Like they dragged the shelves out and just shoved it in a pile over here. Because this is scrap metal, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Enclave would still like try and salvage this. Again, this is the Enclave post Adams Air Force Base. They are gutted. I'm just figuring out a... Sorry, I'm trying to find like an interesting view to leave the intermission on. That'll work. Okay. So, like I said, we're going to take a short intermission. I'm going to leave the gameplay audio running for a bit. So. Oh, I will save before I do that, before I leave, because we are not doing that for a third time today. Okay, so this will be your guys' view for this time frame. So, like I said, I will be right back. I'll leave the game audio running for you guys, so there's a little bit of noise. Okay, I'm back. That was just a quick bathroom break and checking in on a few side things. So I note that discussion on the Fallout subreddit, yes, it is very interesting.
I've never lost anyone before.
It's talking about where the hate for Fallout 4 came from, and it's actually, a lot of the top ones so far have stayed positive. They've been talking about the good and the bad, but actually explaining why the bad felt bad, and not just saying Bethesda-tard or Bethesda bad. Give Obsidian game levels of the thought process of a slightly overripe mute fruit. Oh right, I was doing the bathrooms. I couldn't remember. Had been working on. I think I can still get through here. Yes, perfect. Okay. Oh no, just no. I don't know who created that texture, but I hate it. And I hate you for it. Oh! Sorry, hiccups. I'll be quiet for just a moment. Okay. I think that's helped. Oh, that's gonna clip in, isn't it? Okay, let's just hot swap this for this one. And slap you in its place. And then we'll just grab the damaged frame and let me... I put that there thinking it'd be aesthetic, and then I realized, wait, and then I'm starting to put that in, and it's like, oh wait, it's not aesthetic because those metal peels are peeling into the space. Like, this is definitely not the most comfortable bathroom I've ever seen, but... Well, seeing as how I grew up in the country and regularly pissed on trees, I'm not really one to talk. And no, that's not a joke. You grow up in the country as a guy, you learn one thing. Everywhere is your toilet. Oh, and a stall divider. Sweet. Oh, I was hoping that'd be bigger. Do I just have a single wall instead of the double wall? Yes, perfect. Because the sink's going in here. And let me open these real quick. And the toilets are going in here. And then we'll add some toilet stations. God, that is tempting. Let's see. Urinal, more urinals. Yep, more urinals. Did I mention there was a urinal? Ah, the portable shitter. Not doing that. Do I have a... I want one that feels more commercial and beat up. Damn it. Swap. Perfect. I really do feel like this could be significantly smaller stalls. And then I don't think there's any... This one still horrifies me on so many primal levels. It's not even funny. Like, this... Whoever came up with this design is... I'm sure if I looked online, I could find a frog toilet. You need to be shot. Because that is not okay. Like, there are levels of not okay, and that is not okay. Yay, I leveled up! Woo! Means I can get some of the stuff I want. Now, where the hell is that shower station? Shower stations, here we go. So that's not what I'm talking about. I want one of the chemical showers. That's not a shower station. Come on, give me the chemical shower. I know it's in here. There it is. One chemical shower. And then before anyone can get to actually using them, we are going to set to private. They can use that. Set to private. And set to private. The main reason for... Oh wait, while I'm here I might as well... The main reason for that is otherwise they'll strip themselves naked and not put their clothes back on. Here we go. Second rank of cap collector. There we go. So now I can build the nice ones I want. Okay, back to what I was working on. Shower curtains. I need to put a rod up first. Restrooms. There we go. So at least it looks like there's somewhere where it could be tacked to the wall with. Bath table, hand dryer. Ah, duckboard. Look smear. This functions as oh, let's see. This is the Enclave. They would have soap. Wait, is that actually a world object? Oh my god, it is. God damn it. Ada, be quiet. I thought that wasn't an actual world item. But the moment it like flopped, I'm like, oh, that's a world item. That's gonna wind up in the stratosphere if I use that. Ooh, there we go. So tray. TP holder. Ah, good. Both of them are the right way. And yes, I am gonna say... Come on, snap to the wall. There we go. Wet floor. Okay, you know, it's not the most detailed thing in the world, but I just need to put a light in here and I'm done. We'll use the Dead Wasteland one. There we go. Again, you know, it's not huge, but it's big enough. Okay, out of Dead Wasteland and away from that menu. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of cramped movement in here. Oh, I forgot there's a we had put that forklift over here. You know what? This feels like the perfect place to have some beds. We'll make a really janky looking shanty. Yes, you right there. Stop snapping. Roof. And then we're gonna toss another. Let me see if we can fit the bed, otherwise, or let me see if we can fit a double bed in here, otherwise we're just gonna good enough for me. Yeah, I like that. So they're just like, again, it's, they tucked themselves in wherever they could. Again, Well, yes, they are... Well, they are one of the only major military entities left in the common or in the world. Well, they still are. They still have some standards. In all reality, the reason I'm using the clean mattresses is if I borrow one, the dirty... I don't know if it's a purposeful or not, but the dirty version of these have a chance of giving you infections like a dirty mattress on the ground does, which pisses me off. It's like, I get it. It's a dirty mattress. It's not that dirty. Slept on dirty mattresses without anything on them. You don't get sick that easily. Again, I know that's cheesy, but I can't be bothered enough to care, actually. Pop. 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 Oh, I just noticed the effect on that light is awesome. Also, yes, this is the reason I have this. There we go. Now I got some rations backed up. The Enclave ration. It also heals for 25. Ooh, I should set up a... What does a decontamination arch need? Because that would be something that they would set up. Power, 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 power. Is it bad of me to say I've just gotten used to being able to navigate this menu without being able to actively see what it is I'm touching? Or scrolling over? Inventory management, brain, light box, security cameras. Oh, sweetness. I can build one. Ooh, I should put a... Actually, I think I'll add in a doctor as well. Yeah, we'll figure out somewhere to put this. Oh, actually, I know right where to put it. Right where I have a power generator that's not doing anything. Right here. Set here. Thank you. Actually, let's put this back here and take this, and we're gonna put it... Okay, come on, work with me, game. I can't get through that gap anymore, so it's gotta go to the other side. What am I colliding with? Hey. God, I wish that was smaller. Okay, everything looks like where it belongs. Okay. Good enough. So, there we go. So now, if I... Oh no, I healed. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. I want a food vendor. I want a weapons vendor. I want a armor vendor, and I need a medic. Okay. Over to Dead Wasteland. Come on, let me move. Game. Thank you. Go away, Ada. Nope, not a general trader. Guns and ammo. Because here's the big thing, is I can just place them... Okay, so my limiting factor at the moment is bottle caps. Ah, level 3 chair. That's what I want right there. Okay, so we gotta go sell some jet. And probably craft some jet. So we'll make a... So let's go and get that, because I do want to get that stuff set up. We're getting so close. I'm at 12 beds. I need a couple more. And I'm done with beds. We're so close to this being done. And not just done, but done and decorated. Which is the big one for me is, I haven't finished Rocket City yet. Rocket City still needs decorations, vendors, and a few other odds and ends. It doesn't have those yet. It just has some farming happening. And that's just to feed it. Everyone else is just idling there. Sanctuary hasn't even been started. I want to go do Abernathy. I've got an idea for Hangman's Alley. Starlight's going to take an age. Oh, look, Vault-Tec calling. That's started. And that's over here. And I have a plan for Vault 88. And yes, it will be a Minutemen Black site where they torture and experiment on people. Because no, the Minutemen are not the good guys in my world. Well, they are.
Thought we were easy pickings. We showed them different.
That was a week ago. You can stop talking about it.
This should prove interesting. I wonder what you'll build next.
Okay, I'm out of fertilizer. Come on. Okay, time to drone one. So we're approaching the 2-hour mark of the stream. I thought that I would be a little bit further along, but then again we did lose an hour of progress to me dying like a dumb shit. So there is reasoning for it. And like I said, there's a good chance that I'll equip them after the stream is... Oh, that's the first time I've actually seen the UFO as it crashes. As in, I always hear it and I sometimes see the contrail. That's the first time I've seen the actual UFO entity. I thought it was just a contrail.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
Sure. Let's take a look.
It's all worth every cap I'm charging.
I'm sure it is. What was I here for again? Oh, right, selling. There's a brain fart for you. How much are these worth? 26. That ain't half bad. I'm sure I won't abuse that at all. Early officer cap, right arm. Ooh, General Winter's uniform. And some fertilizer. Is there anything I outright need more of? Okay, time to do my normal. Let's grab some more 10 mil. And we'll go and make some more jet. Ada. Guess what, Ada? Trade. Where is all my junk? Oh, it's almost all ammunition, isn't it? You can take that, and you can hold on to that. That takes care of a good chunk of it. And you can... And no, even though this is combat armor, I won't be wearing it until I won't consider wearing the combat armor until I've completely armored up outpost Zimonja. So, because after that point, my headcanon can then be that my character, due to the trade deal between the Minutemen and the Enclave that formed, they are willing to sell the Sole Survivor set of armor for it. Because the headcanon I'm working with is... Damn it, I didn't mean to go back to Zimonja. I meant to go to Red Rocket. Damn it. So the headcanon I'm working with is the Minutemen found, or the general of the Minutemen found the Enclave very early on. Remember, the Enclave, or the Minutemen are pretty much gone by the time that the Sole Survivor in my headcanon finds these members of the Enclave. But by this point, he has been made general by the time he has contact with them. I'm not drinking that. So he makes a deal with them. And over time, the Minutemen become the public face of the Enclave operations in the Commonwealth. So yes, part of my headcanon is my Minutemen are remnants, at the very least, of the pre-war or of the post-Adams Enclave. Okay, so now that I'm done being an idiot and going to the wrong settlement, let's go to the settlement I meant to go to. But no, so that's some of the headcanon. Now note, this is a loose alliance, and it's predicated on taking advantage of Virgil's FEV cure research and the like. And that these Enclave members are part of the President Grace's reformation of the Enclave, realizing that trying to conquer the wasteland in the ways they have been, trying to kill everyone, is always going to end in abysmal failure, and their numbers are only getting smaller. Because, much like some of the older versions of the Brotherhood of Steel, they don't recruit. They don't replenish their numbers, except through birth. Which means...
I'm new around here.
Don't care. Every time someone dies, that's it. They're done. That bloodline... There's no one to replace them.
Hey, move here.
What can I do for you? I don't think I can make it there.
Yeah, because there's a dumb fuck settler blocking the door. I will put a bullet in you.
Let's take a look at what you've got.
I need the fertilizer bags.
Got
Thank
work
you.
to do. Can't talk now.
You have no work to do, otherwise you wouldn't have been talking to me. But as I was saying, so this group is part of a recon team that was meant to help rebuild the Enclave in the Commonwealth and start to fix the damage done by the Winters family. That we spend most of the other games, or that we spent the last game unfoobarring. Let's head back down here and hope Carla shows up. Because that's what happened. We spent so long unfoobarring them. Well, their numbers are now limited. They've been pushed back to Chicago, and this team is in the Commonwealth trying to reestablish their foothold that they once had in the Commonwealth. As they used to have a somewhat insignificant foothold.
Hey.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten.
You say that every time I meet you.
I've got a few
Be
minutes
quiet.
to browse.
It's all worth every cap I'm charged.
I'm sure it is. Can you hear me not believing you, Trudy? Because that's the sound of me not believing you. Okay, there's another trader I can go to. That isn't the Abernathy family. But no, they just... So these are survivors. They're trying to rebuild. They are reforming. FEV research is now into super mutants, but not into creating them, but in how to...
This area appears to have quite the calming effect on you, sir.
Yeah, calming. I'm perfectly calm, I can assure you. Someone's attacking something, and I really don't care. I can hear it in the middle distance. Let's just... there would be the people can't drive. I will also mention that this version of the Enclave is somewhat accepting of synths. Of the Gen 3s, I should say. As they look at them not in the same way that the Brotherhood does, but looks at them more like how... Kind of... Like, they still treat them as machines, but they treat them in the same way that they treat John Henry Eden. Essentially acknowledging that these machines can be completely and totally sapient. And while that can lead to issues, they view it as such. It's an advantage, it's something we can use if we have to. Now, if you're questioning what I'm doing out here, there's a trader out here in this wilderness. There's like a random-ass cabin right here. The reason I mention a synth is there is a synth here I'm probably going to send to the Enclave base. It's like Z something. Turn to look at me. Yeah, there she is. So it's a trader in her house. She's not, so she's out. There's her cat. Okay, I know there's supposed to be a trader out here. Where the hell is she? Well, I found her. She takes her baths. And here's her water supply. I appreciate that there's like an obvious water supply for her. Yeah, there's supposed to be a trader out here. Oh. So it's kind of weird there isn't. Oh, nope, there she is. I just spotted her. She's in the corn. Like I said, I knew there was a trader. Oh, it's a he this time. I'm so used to it being a female.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you...
He has nothing I need, but he's an opportunity to sell more stuff, I think. Yeah, he's got, like, nothing. I'm going to check to make sure there's nothing I need large quantities of. Like, if he has a bag of fertilizer or something like that, I'll take it, but... yeah, you have nothing I directly need, so I'm just going to sell you some jet. I can only sell you, like, 2. That's not, you're selling something for like 3 caps? Perfect. No, this is kind of a nice little area over here. Like, this is an example of, I would love this to be a settlement because you've got these bodies of waters. It's kind of hilly, but it's kind of flat. Everything in here is set to own. I'm just checking to make sure there isn't anything I desperately want. Nope, nothing in here. Okay. Like, yeah, it's a nice little cabin just out in the woods. So, where am I at on my caps? Ooh, I am very close. If I can get a few more sales. Let's see if Carla's up in Sanctuary. We have passed the 2-hour mark. So let's see, what else? So that's kind of explaining how the Enclave... I'm going to build a few more minor outposts, but this is like the main operation. So there will be a small one. There's a good chance it's going to wind up in Hangman's. Because I have an idea to build up some... to use the Snappy House Kit to build some pre-war structures. Ah, we go.
Huh?
There's
Hey,
Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
Yes.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
You just asked me. Hey. If you can't tell, I'm not a huge fan of Trash Can Carla. She is what she is, but I can find her very grating. She's selling shipment of fertilizer. She is not. Okay. On to my aid. $194. We'll accept that outright, so I can see how many more I can make. I'll sell one more set to her.
Maybe I could carry some of that for you.
Oh.
Hey.
Yes.
Actually, no. Okay, we are going to cheese this just for a second for speed because this is going... Oh, wait, no. Oh, I have to because the bag of fertilizer is going here anyways. I forgot to check if she had Enclave stuff on her. Yeah, all that can go in here. Give me just a second. I realized I forgot to ask her for Enclave stuff.
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
Let's see what you've got.
You break it, you buy it.
Apparel. Well, I'll take the gas mask and I'll take the right leg. I'm leaving this because it's just like a super thin and she doesn't have any of the weapons. Okay. Sorry, there's just... Not now, Codsworth. Not now, Codsworth. Maybe after I'm done with Ada. And we're just gonna pop out some more jet real quick, and then we'll head back to. And then I think I have enough for. Damn it! I'm too short again. Drug. Ooh, I'm finally getting low on plastic. Am I finally? I've got looks like one more bag of fertilizer, or 2 more bags of fertilizer worth of space. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid Murphy as much as I can. So let's see if I can just sell, like, 2 caps worth of ammo.
Huh?
Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
Let's see what you've got.
Always happy to make a sale.
So I just need... Oh, she's got, like, 200. I can sell off a good chunk of this. You know what? Except I really don't care because I'm making...
More than raider scumbags. If you run into any, put a few down for me.
Gladly.
Hey.
I don't know why I was pressing and holding for the map button, but I was. Okay, so I gotta get... What was it? I needed 4 more beds. No, 6 more beds. No, I need way more beds, sorry. I have 12 beds, I need 8 more, which means I need 4 more bunk beds set up somewhere. And then I think we're... Get the... Oh! Sorry. Get one of... Oh god. Oh god. No. No. I gotta get one more of the, Once I get one of the vendors set up, the other vendors will be able to be built pretty easily. I'm gonna put the armor vendor inside the storage facility. The weapons vendor will actually be sitting on a chair next to the stack of weapons. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just trying to get to a bed at the speed of smell. And then... God damn it, stopping. There we go. Give him a good 7 hours worth of sleep. There we go, well rested. Slug down some water real quick. and pop down a ration. There we go. And now my character's ready to start the day. So we're just going to start with, I think I'm going to start with, oh, I guess it's going to be the weapons vendor. So this is the weapons vendor. Ooh, this is... Okay, so... I've got some food set up. I've got some water set up. I am going to... Ooh, actually, this is one of the few times I will permit the use of the cheat bread box from this. Moron. And someone just hit a bollard outside. Because they are a smart person. Water supply. So you shouldn't cheat. So all this is going to do is this is representing for me. It's representing the food output of the MREs. So this is just going to get placed like here. So it's just representing the food output of the ration processor. It's not actually representing the food, actual food production. Nah. And we're just going to place a couple water items scattered about to explain where the water's coming from. Okay, stick to this. Got the static tanker. There we go. There's the water tanker. Because this is something that looks like they could easily hook in and drag. So I'm just going to stuff this in a hole over here. Because the only other option I really have is some of the bigger water towers, and those aren't going to fit in aesthetically here. Because there would be no reason for there to be one here. Okay, why will you not? Okay, seriously? Is this ground enough for you? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so yeah, there's the water supply. So I can just say that they purify water themselves. Let me get the tabs moved over. And then they just bring it in, and then they just load it into this trailer. Okay, so we're gonna... Let's see, I need to drop off into here. Transfer... Oh, did I put them all in her inventory? Nope, not quite. Ada, where did you go? Where did you go, Sparkfoot? Where are you? I can hear you.
Heads up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Like I said, this is just to store this stuff until such a time as I actually need them. Let's see, where is the Enclave build stuff? Furniture, I want the table. Containers, nope. Yes. I'll put another one up here. Place a couple behind him. Couple Ooh, let's do that. Couple rations, and then I think we're good to set up the recruitment beacon finally. Okay, I guess this will go back where it was. Okay. Over here. Hi. Ooh, smallest platform. I can set these up upstairs. That should also... I mean, look at how low I am on caps. I am so drained. But no, this is what I was talking about, is that there'd be, like... There's some signs that they've been here for a while. Such as a bear. Ooh, I'll put some of these in the back. Again, I really do wish these cost resources and not just caps, but I've made that complaint enough times, even I'm getting sick of it. There, I like that. Like they found some of it, but they need to fix up the rest of it. So now we wait. So I'm hoping that looks a bit like a weapons trader kind of a setup. So we'll need one person, or no, we won't even need a person farming, because I've got flat water supply, flat food supply already set up. I've got 12 beds set up. I've got 42 defense. I've got some power, even though most of it's not being used. I've just got to wait for people now. And actually, we're going to... I know who our general is going to be if this guy is who I think he is. Sorry. I cannot begin to describe how happy I am with how this has turned out. I need to do a little bit just to break it up, and I might put a second room on top of this bit here, just to kind of break the form up of this. Like, that's a subtle hint that the Enclave are here. And I might wedge one of those in here, so it looks like part of the communication system, but there's a settler up here. I think he's one of my recruitable ones, and if he is, I'm going to take advantage of that.
Yeah? You interested in coming to work for me? I have a good spot you could set up shop.
Sure.
And outpost Zimonja.
Thanks. See you there in a day or two.
The other good thing about having as many settlements as I can and having people living there is,
Find anything useful?
not really, Ada. Metal bucket. Combat knife. Ooh, potatoes. Okay, yes. I consider that a success because I can feed more people with that. Out of the way. So when he gets here proper, I'll get him kitted out. Yes. I gotta make some adjustments, but I'm... Honestly, from this view, I don't care as much. Also, it's amazing how just doing that adds so much life to this platform. Same with that, just... We're gonna sleep for one tick. So that hopefully he'll be in the settlement proper. And he is. Okay, let's get you geared out like a real man. Enclave uniform, General's uniform, combat gas mask, combat right arm. I hate the look of these uniforms. This is why I'm not using them anymore. Combat armor, combat armor. You know, we'll give him that. We'll outfit him better in a bit.
I'd like to trade some items.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a short combat rifle? Oh, that's beautiful. I'm taking this, by the way. Also, I'm taking the corn, because I'm going to use that equip. Oh, no, you're not getting that. You're not getting that outfit. Give me a second, I'll get him. He's not getting that outfit, because that... Urban... Okay, that'll work. Get over here.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Sure.
Okay, we're taking that, because that's not him. And then we'll give him... Urban uniform. There we go. And I need to get him a Ruger. You can have the combat knife, though.
Okay.
Because now, if I talk to him...
If you need a weapon, you've come to the right place.
Oh, he has the perfect voice for this.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what I've got.
He's got the perfect voice for it. Does he have the gear of the Enclave stuff? Jesus. He doesn't have the gear of the Enclave stuff, but he's got everything else. I'll take that, by the way. Wait. Yes.
Looking for a weapon?
Trade.
I'd like to trade some items.
Go ahead.
I meant to get that on his head. Oop, nope. That's coming. That's staying off. Okay. Do I have the gas mask? Yes. Let me trade items into it. General's uniform.
Hey there.
I'm sure I've got something you need.
Trade
Just wanted to
item.
trade a few things.
Of course.
You know what? You can keep that. We're taking that. But you can have this. Oh, good. It comes with the helmet. God, I'm not the biggest fan of that look, but you know what? It is what it is. And there will be a general. I will have someone wearing some of that gear, I think, but... Is it bad if I say I can just, like... I can just hear the gas mask noise?
Excuse me.
I'm sure I've got something you need.
Let's see what you've got.
Let me know what you'd like.
He's got 513 caps. That is not terrible, especially when I'm going to be selling a good chunk of my caps. Or not caps, my jet. He's got a not terrible selection of junk, too. He got some 308s. Oh, definitely. Oh, no, wait, I have some extra jet. Okay, time to insert cheese. We're selling all of those. I realize I get them for free, but I don't care. Okay. Yay! I now have more ammo for this rifle, which I've been desperately needing. Okay, time for a few more. To be fair, this is only as many as I have patience to gather, and that's not much. There we go. But no, so like I said, this bread box is only here to represent my food input of the rations. I can't wait to get you some more gear so you're fully geared up. Do we have any of the others in yet? Still waiting on more to show up. Don't tell me I forgot to turn it on. If I have to, I'll build a... Okay. Since this is a completely passive item, this one doesn't do anything. It's just a SATCOM, as it says. How'd that look if I wedge it in here? Well, you'll definitely see it. We'll hold off for now. If I click activate. Okay. Well, worst comes to worst, I'm going to set up a regular radio beacon that I know will work. Actually, let's just do that now, because I don't think that one's working. Yes, I'm cheating. I don't really care. This is just for one item, specifically this one, and it's only because it seems like the one I put down doesn't work, as I should have already received the first two. There we go. Okay. Back out of God mode. You're gonna have neighbors soon. You're gonna have comrades soon. You know, that is just disconcerting staring at that. Okay. God damn it, Ada. Ah, yes. Because that needs to be a thing. See if anyone shows up after an hour. Hello, Gus. Yes, we do have one more person now. Wunderbar. And it looks like they automatically assign themselves to the food. Yep, there they are. Okay, well, let's get the... For the moment, let's just get them in a Enclave outfit.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Take that, take that. You're gonna need a new gun. Definitely take those. Does that take 308 or 4? How do you have both? Okay. And you, and you, and you, and you. You know, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, the General's winter outfit is just awful, though. But here, let me give you an idea of help. I'm not going to spawn any of these in yet, but I just want to give you an idea of just how ridiculously large the amount of items are. So, here we go. So, we have the Enclave jacket, the Enclave cap. We've got a full set of XO1. We've got uniform officers uniform with cap. We've got urban camo, sleeveless urban camo, lab outfit, covert suit, combat gas mask, combat helmet, fatigues, more officer uniforms, the winter outfit, which we've seen one, a technician jumpsuit, an Enclave beret, combat, a full set of combat armor, a regular Enclave uniform, and then we have an Enclave plasma gun and the AE-9A1 series Enclave branded laser weaponry series. And yes, everyone will be armed with one of those two, or I will also accept the Ruger 32, or the Ruger Mark V, chambered in 32. As I do find that to be an acceptable... As I do find that to be... here, if I swap... Oh. If I swap to it, I find this to be an acceptable Enclave-esque bullet thing, because it kind of looks like an... It looks like something that some officers would be given... or some soldiers would be given in a situation like this, where you might not always have access to energy weapons, and especially plasma gear. So giving them a cheap common ammunition pistol, it's not going to hurt them. And I'm hoping that the long-term plan will be any of them that I do equip with the pistol will be rocking the... Oh, I believe I can put a plasma effect on it using the science barrel. So before I finish the stream out, let's get the last of the decorations up, and then hopefully the next time you see this place, it will be filled to the brim with soldiers ready to fight on behalf of the Enclave. Isn't that right, Gus? That's what I thought. Like many, he's just disturbingly silent. Up we go. Over to here. Scrap that. Wood with prefabs. And again, the scrappier stuff out here is not Enclave build, it is Raider built. The Enclave is just using it because it's convenient. Which is also why it's a horrific jury rig of different styles. So, I've got beds in here, right? Yes, okay. And then... Ah, right, I'm out of springs. Okay. So, no, there'll be 2 in here. I think I'll put 1 more in here. And that will be 6 out of the 8 I need. And then I might just toss 2 singles somewhere out of sight. And that will be everything I need for housing. So yeah, now the big thing is I've just got to wait for people to roll in. I've got to build my cap value back up. That would explain a lot. I really hope that isn't animated for other people. So I need more uniform, or I need a lot more uniforms. Because otherwise it's going to be a while, because I don't think Gus here on the weapons is going to sell what I need. Actually, what does he sell?
Hey,
If you need a weapon, you've come to the right place.
Right, I put him on a weapon.
let's see what you have.
Let me know what you like.
Let's see. What does he have? Ooh, he has the cryo lances. Someone's getting one of those. This is one of the Nero weapon mods. It's his take on the cryolator. Radium rifles. Ooh, the Bozar. I forgot I had that installed. It's a really nice one. Selection of shotguns. Those are always nice. Pipe rifles and pipe weapons. You have plasma pistols. Well, that's convenient. I'll take all three of those. You do have an extra Ruger, but I don't think I'm going to buy those since I can equip you guys with... If I'm able to... Yeah, we'll do that. I don't have any jet left, but I have some more of the Enclave rations left. Yeah, I have the funny number. Okay, now I got 36 of them. And I think I broke the animation.
Excuse me.
Looking for a weapon?
I'll take a look, sure.
Let me know what you like.
Again, yes, I know it's cheesy. No, I don't care. Okay, let's get this. Let's see what I can gear out on
You
these.
certainly know your way around a
These aren't
workbench.
the ones I'd want, but I want to see, can I swap it? I need rank 2 of science. What's my current rank in science? I think I'm only rank 1. Yeah. Okay. Well, for the time being, the spare plasma guns can go in here. How are we doing on people? Do we have another one yet? We do not. Okay. So I need more resources. I'm going to finish the rest of this off on stream, and the next time I stream, which will be Friday, I will... it'll probably be Friday. It might wind up... There might be a Thursday stream. We'll see. But I will get the rest of this finished off stream. I'll try and get all 20 people in here. Since I can brute force recruits.
Yes?
Silence Gus. Since I can use the recruitable soldiers mod to force people in here. So I can force it to that 20 cap. That's a... You're too happy you're getting a mask. 2 suits of power armor, so I'll have to hunt down another frame. Again, that'll happen off camera. Just a really minor thing. It's not. I'm going to try not to do too much off camera on these, or on this save, but I have ideas. But we're most of the way there. So we would have been further along, but again, that death an hour in really fucked with it and kind of killed my mood for the game at the moment. Here to play, so yeah. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I will see you next time.